A warm greetings to all my lovely students. Hope you all are fine and enjoying your holidays. But students, be safe and stay at home. Now, this is your English teacher, Mrs. Jonaki Biswas, and I am once again back with your English classes. Students, this is the fourth video of lesson 7, Theme for a Dream. And in this video, you will be doing the textual exercises. I will be telling all the answers. You will open the book and write all the answers as I will be telling it in the video. So students, everyone, open your English course book and place it in front of you and get ready to do the work. Students, place your book in front of you. Page number 74, Theme for a Dream. This is the last video related to this chapter, and in this video we will be doing the textual exercises of this lesson. Students, page number 76. Let us do this. Understand and answer. Match the years to the correct events. And as I am telling the answers and I am showing it in the video, please write the answers in your English course book too. The first one, that is 1948. What happened in 1948? In 1948, sports competition is held for World War II soldiers. So in 1948, Sir Ludwig Guttmann conducted the first archery competition. Now what happened in 1952? In 1952, the disabled soldiers from Netherlands participated in the Stock Mandeville Games. So after 4 years, that is in 1952, the soldiers from Netherlands participated in the games. Now in 1960, what happened? In 1960, the first Paralympics was held in Rome. In 1960, the first Paralympics was held in Rome. And 2009, Mariyappan Thangavelu wins the first sports award at the age of 14. And in 2016, Mariyappan wins the gold medal in high jump in the Paralympics. So please do the matching, students. With 1948, you will match. Sports competition is held for World War II soldiers. 1952, disabled soldiers from Netherlands participate in Stock Mandeville Games. 1960, first Paralympics are held in Rome. 2009, Mariyappan Thangavelu wins first sports award. 2016, Mariyappan wins the gold medal in high jump in Paralympics. Students, page number 77. It's a mind map where you are supposed to mention the names of sports which come in your mind. So this is what I have written. You can write your own answers too. So the places where the blanks are there, I have written hockey, rugby, cricket, swimming and badminton. You can write your own choices also. So this is just a mind map. This type of diagram is called mind map, and this mind map is very useful for writing down the ideas. So here I have completed this, students. You can note down the same, or you can write your own choices also. Students, take out page number 79. Write 2 meanings for each of these words. Choose the meaning from the help box. Use a dictionary to check your answers. Now students, in our dictionary we find same word having 2 meanings. For example, bark, B-A-R-K, bark. It also has 2 meanings. One we can call as barking of a dog, and the other we can say that the bark of a tree. So similarly here, all the 6 words which are given, these all words have 2 set of meanings. That is 2 different meanings. And we have to choose these meanings from the help box and we have to write it here in the blanks provided. See students, the first one it has been already done. Close, two meanings, that is standing close to someone, that is near, and one is shut, that means closing something. Now for number 2, that is excuse. Here you will be choosing the meaning from here and you will write the first one. The first meaning of excuse is to forgive. To forgive. And the second is explanation for not doing something. So first excuse means when you forgive someone, किसी को माफ करना, when you forgive someone. And the second is explanation for not doing something. That means you are given an explanation that you have not done this work. Next is fine. It also has two meaning. One is as a punishment. You have been charged a fine of 50 rupees as a punishment. And fine also means good quality. Like this cloth is of fine quality. That means of good quality. Next is spring. Now this word has also two meanings. One is the spring season and other means a leap. Leap means to jump. Now number 5, row. One is line, standing in a line, and the second is to move a boat with rowers. And then last one, that is number 6, wave. It is the movement of hand. That means you are waving someone, wishing someone bye. And the second one is sea water coming on shores. Sea water coming on shore. So students, I am repeating this once again. Please note down. Number 2, excuse. It means to forgive. And number 2, explanation. Explanation for not doing something. Fine. The first one, a punishment. Second one, good quality. Spring. The first one, spring. The first one, a season. Second one, a leap, that is jump. Number 5, row. The first word is line. The second one, to move a boat with row. And number 6, wave. The first meaning is movement of the hand. And the second is sea water coming on shore. So hope you all have written this in your book. Now let's proceed towards the next exercise. Now let us do tenses, that is simple present, present continuous and simple past. I have already explained this in the grammar topic. Simple present means the action which goes during it happens in the present time. Present continuous means the action which is happening while I am speaking to you. And past tense is the action which has already happened. Now let us see this. Read these sentences and write PR if the sentence is in simple present tense, PC if it is in present continuous tense, and PA if it is in past tense. So let us see the first sentence, students. The first sentence, number 1. The Paralympics Games are held every 4 years. Here students, this word are held. This word shows that the sentence is in simple present tense. So number 1, the Paralympic Games are held every 4 years. It is telling a repeated action, so it is PR, that is present tense. Sentence number 2. Mariyappan Thangavelu participated in the 2016 Rio Paralympics. Here students, the word participated, the verb participated is in past tense. So this sentence is in past tense. Sentence number 3. Mariyappan is training hard for the next summer Paralympics. Is training. It is helping verb plus main verb plus ing. So this is present continuous tense. So sentence number 3. Mariyappan is training hard for the next summer Paralympics is present continuous tense. Sentence number 4. Mariappan won his first sports award in 2009. Won, this is the past tense. Win, won. So this sentence is in past tense. Sentence number 5. Tokyo is preparing for the 2020 Summer Paralympics. Is preparing, that is helping verb plus main verb plus ing. So this sentence is present continuous tense. Sentence number 6. Hard work always gives good result. This is a general truth and gives present tense. So this sentence is in present tense. Sentence number 7. A basketball match is going on. Helping verb plus main verb plus ing. So it is present continuous. Sentence number 8. The players went home early. This verb went. This is in past form. Go, went. So the last sentence is in past tense. I am repeating once again now, students. Sentence number 1 is present tense. Sentence number 2, past tense. Sentence number 3, present continuous tense. Sentence number 4, past tense. Sentence number 5, present continuous tense. Sentence number 6, present tense. Sentence number 7, present continuous tense. Sentence number 8, the last one is past tense. So students, please note down this in your English course book. Students, page number 80. Let us do this new topic, that is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, the format is helping verb plus main verb plus ing. But here the helping verb will be was and were. Was in singular cases and were in plural cases. Now let us see these sentences. Number 1. Thangavelu was practicing hard for the competition. Number 2. He was trying his best to win a medal. And number 3. The spectators were cheering for him. So the verb in these sentences are in the past continuous tense. It shows an action that was going on for a period of time in the past. We use the helping verb was or were with the ing form of the verb to form the past continuous tense. Now see the exercises, students. Here we have to complete this with the help of past continuous tense. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences to show what the children were doing at 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m., 10 children were out for a picnic. Now see this picture. 3 children were playing with a skipping rope. 3 children were playing with a skipping rope. Now the second picture. 4 of them were playing football. 4 of them were playing football. And the third one. 2 of them were eating snacks. 1 of them was flying a kite. So I am repeating again. 3 children, that is 3 of them, were playing with a skipping rope. 4 of them were playing football. 2 of them were eating snacks. And 1 of them was flying a kite. Students, now page number 81. We have to complete these sentences with the correct form of words. That is words or verbs, you can say, from the bracket. And here students, we have to keep all the rules and points in our mind, because we have to use present tense, past tense, future tense, as well as present continuous and past continuous, depending on the sentence. So very carefully we have to read the sentence. So let us see the first sentence. In 1948, Sir Ludwig Guttmann began encouraging injured soldiers to play a sport and compete with each other. So here it will be encouraging. Here you have to write the answer as encouraging. So I am repeating once again. In 1948, Sir Ludwig Gutman began encouraging injured soldiers to play a sport and compete with each other. Number 2. He was happy when he got to know that other differently able people were also showing an interest in sports. So here we have to use the word showing. Here we have to use the word showing. He was happy when he got to know that other differently able people were also showing an interest in sports. Sentence number 3. These contests for the differently abled gave rise to the event called the Paralympics. I am repeating this once again. Number 3. These contests for the differently abled gave rise to the event called the Paralympics. Now number 4. This is Leela. Every year, that means the thing occurs every time. Every year, Leela participates. The word will be participates. Leela participates in the Paralympics. Number 5. Last year, that means past tense. Last year, she competed in archery. Last year, she competed in archery. Number 6. She won a gold medal in that competition. So all these are past events. She won a gold medal in that competition. Number 7. Now, that means the thing is happening now. Number 7. Now she is learning rugby. Now she is learning rugby. And number 8. She feels that sports and exercise keep people healthy and confident. She feels that sports and exercise keep people healthy and confident. So students, I am repeating once again. The first answer, number 1 is encouraging. Number 2, showing. Number 3, gave. Number 4, participates. Number 5, competed. Number 6, won. Number 7, is learning. And number 8, keep. Number 8, keep. Now let us see, students, pair of work here. So complete each sentence by using the verb in the bracket in the form of present continuous tense. So present continuous tense means am, is, are plus verb plus ing. So see the first sentence now. Rita, the answer is Rita is reading the newspaper. Rita is reading the newspaper. Number 2. Shibu and Aarti, 2 persons, so it is plural, are learning to swim. Are learning to swim. Number 3. The children are playing hockey. Plural form. Children are playing hockey. Number 4. They are completing their project. They are completing their project. And number 5. Who is sitting in the drawing room? Who is sitting in the drawing room? Number 6. What is happening outside? What is happening outside? Repeating once again. Rita is reading the newspaper. Shibu and Aarti are learning to swim. The children are playing hockey. They are completing their project. Who is sitting in the drawing room? What is happening outside? So students, please note down these answers. Students, page number 82. Exercise D. What we have to do here, see. These sentences are in the present continuous tense. Rewrite them in simple future tense using the words in the bracket. One has been done for us. So see the first one. Have a close look to it. Number 1. We are practicing for the basketball match tomorrow. So what they have done, what we have written again in future tense, we will practice for the basketball match tomorrow. Now see the second one. Our team is leaving for Lucknow, and in the bracket it is tonight. So our team will leave for Lucknow tonight. Our team will leave for Lucknow tonight. Number 3. We are buying a new sports kit next month. We will buy a new sports kit next month. What we are doing, students? We are changing it into future tense, and to change it into future tense, students, we have to add will or shall. So now number 4. They are winning the trophy next week. Future tense, they will win the trophy next week. Number 5. I am learning a new sport next Saturday. I will learn a new sports next Saturday. So I'm repeating once again what we have done here, students. We are changing it into future tense, and for the future tense, students, we have to add either will or shall. We have to use will or shall with the verb to form the future tense. Shall is used with I or we, but not in all the cases. So again I'm repeating the answers. Number 2. Our team will leave for Lucknow tonight. Number 3. We will buy a new sports kit next month. Here we can write we shall also. Number 4. They will win the trophy next week. Number 5. I will learn a new sport next Saturday. Now students, page number 84, we have to complete this. Time to write, we have to complete this boxes. Rewrite the steps in the correct order in the boxes. The first one has been done for us. So what we have to do is, first one is written as take 2 slices of soft white bread. So here students, we are making we are writing step by step the process to make a sandwich. So the lines are here, students, in page number 83. Time to write, that is Papa's special tomato sandwich. I have numbered them. You have to note down these sentences only in the next page, that is page number 84 in the book only. So the number 1 is already written there. Take 2 slices of soft white bread. The second one will be spread soft butter on the face up side of 1 slice of bread. Number 3 will be cut a tomato into thin slices and place them on 1 slice of the buttered bread. Number 4, sprinkle salt, pepper and a little grated cheese on the tomato. Number 5, cover the slice with the other buttered slice of bread. Number 6, the sandwich is ready to be cut. Number 7, cut the sandwich into 2 or 4 parts and place them on a clean plate. So students, this lines only you have to arrange and write it in the next page. And with this, students, we have come to the end of the textual exercises of lesson 7. Hope you all have noted down all the exercises properly in the book. Till then, students, now take care and goodbye.